Who's ready for another mystery box challenge? I just received this box filled with Farmhouse themed goodies for the June mystery box challenge, and we're going to create some DIYs together. Hi there, I'm Melanie from Simple Made Pretty, where I share budget DIYs, home decor, and Dollar Tree crafts. And if you love those two, hit the subscribe button so we can be friends. So my box came to me from Jamie from Crafty DIY Guy, who I've been following for several years now. I just love watching his videos featuring his Dollar Tree DIYs. He's so creative. Give him a follow if you don't already. I sent a box to Christina at Christina Elizabeth, who shares the cutest seasonal decor, Cricut crafts, and Dollar Tree DIY. So before I open this box, a little bit more about the Mystery Box Challenge. It was created by Courtney from Creative on the Cheap. Every other month, she gathers talented YouTube creators to join in this challenge, and all the videos are run in a loop. So after you watch my video, be sure to jump over to Christina's video to see what I sent her, and then continue to watch on until you get back to Jamie's video, and then after that you should be looped back to my video. If you follow the whole loop, you should get some creative craft ideas, and I hope you'll be inspired to make something too. So this challenge is a little unique. It's a little bit more challenging than the other challenges that I've participated in, and I know because I've already seen the list of what was required to be sent, although there are a few items that will be surprising to me when I open this box. So Kelly from Kelly Barlow Creations is hosting this month's Mystery Box Challenge. And two of the challenge items that Jamie sent me, one is definitely a surprise, but the other one I already know what it is, but we'll have to wait until I open the box. But there's always a twist as well. And the twist for this month is to work burlap or twine into every single DIY. All right, without further ado, let's open the box and see what Jamie sent me. I'm opening it from the bottom. Probably should have opened it from the top, but here we go. Okay, so I've got burlap, which is awesome because it's required to be in every single project, either burlap or twine. So he gave me this burlap frame. There's a lot of things I can do with this. I'm really happy with that. Thanks, Jamie. Oh, there's a lot of goodies. I've got these cute yarn pom-poms. I'm already getting so excited about this. I have never seen these at Crafter Square at Dollar Tree. So this is exciting to see something like that. And then he sent this vinyl paper patterned Crafter Square vinyl. Okay, next up, I've got a spatula with a cookie cutter. Again, I have never seen this at Dollar Tree. I mean, but geez, that's so cute. I'm already thinking of a theme for this mystery box. It is June, so what do you think it's going to be? All right, then I've got this cute little wood box with a plaque on the outside. Decorative box. A lot of Dollar Tree goodies, which I'm excited, but they're good items. All right, I'm going to take one of the wrapped items out. This is, we'll just call that mystery box challenge item number 1. And this is challenge item number 2, which is not wrapped, but we'll go back to that in a second. I've got a galvanized house on a platform. One of the items that we were supposed to send was a galvanized item. Go back to the spatula. One of the other items was a kitchen utensil. So that's where the spatula comes in. Oh, here we go. Maybe I was supposed to send... I didn't send her 2 items in my box. Okay. And I've got a garden rake. Another item that we were supposed to send was garden tool. All right, since I opened up the upside down, I got a little note from Jamie in here last. Melanie, I hope you enjoy this mystery box challenge. Mwah. And maybe we could still be friends afterwards. Ha 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 ha. Enjoy. I love your channel. Welcome to the fun, Jamie, the crafty DIY guy. All right. So dirt was one of the challenge items, but he did send me 2 wrapped items. I only sent dirt and then 1 wrapped item in mine. All right, so we're gonna open up challenge item number 1. Oh, this isn't a challenge item. This is a chicken. So this is a cute chicken, no doubt. One of the other items we were supposed to send was a farm animal. So this is my farm animal. Really cute. Thank you, thank you. So it was just wrapped to protect it, I see, because it's pretty fragile. All right, so here is challenge item number 1 was the dirt. Challenge item number 2. I mean, just looking at the shape, I'm wondering what in the world this could be. Oh. Oh my gosh. Jamie, what did you send me? What is this? Oh, wow. A funky farm. It's one of those squeezing things. Great. My dogs are going to start barking. They're going to hear this. Like, what in the heck? Okay, guys. Well, okay. So this is going to be a challenge, definitely. Thanks, Jamie and Kelly and Courtney. All right, so I am going to take a few days to think about what I'm going to make with all this. I definitely have a theme in mind, but this guy is going to be, I have no idea what I'm going to do with him. So I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back and ready to start creating some patriotic decorations with a farmhouse theme. For this first tutorial, I'm using the pom-poms from the mystery box and the required burlap twine and patriotic scrap fabric. I'm using a Dollar Tree would-be garland, but you can substitute ribbon or twine. I'm going to create a rag tie garland. So I started by cutting the burlap into strips around 2 inches wide and 7 inches long. I'm also using this Patriotic printed fat quarter roll of fabric that I found from Dollar Tree, and I'm cutting it the same 2 by 7 inches. You can use pinking shears or regular scissors for this project. I laid the beaded garland out and started tying the strips of fabric around it. And you can alternate each fabric strip to create your desired look. Then once all the strips were tied, I used twine on an embroidery needle to thread a red, white, and blue pom-pom together, and then I tied those pom-poms to the garland. This handmade garland can be draped over mantles, doorways, or even used as a table runner, adding a festive and personalized touch to your July 4th celebrations. I also use mine as a background accessory when filming craft projects. For my next project, I'm using the Dirt Challenge item twine and the star cookie cutter from the mystery box. I also use a Dollar Tree art canvas, paint, ribbon, and a hot glue gun. I started by using a damp paper towel dipped into the dirt, and I wiped it along the edges of the canvas to give it a distressed, rustic look. Then I dipped the star cookie cutter into a bowl of blue paint and stamped it onto the art canvas. I repeated this step until the canvas was covered in these blue painted stars. And once the paint was dry, I wrapped a piece of red checkered ribbon around the canvas and glued it together. I added a piece of twine over the ribbon to complete this simple Farmhouse Patriotic wall art canvas. Now, I created this canvas to go with a second Patriotic wall art project, which I will go right into making so you can see them together. For this next project, I used the burlap canvas and the galvanized house from the mystery box. I also use blue felt, Dollar Tree felt alphabet stickers, galvanized letters, and striped ribbon. I started by unscrewing the wood base from the galvanized house and then hammering the piece at the bottom flat. Then I traced the house on the felt, leaving the felt piece 1/4 of an inch bigger than the house itself. And then I cut the pattern on the felt sheet. I glued the galvanized house to the felt house, and then I glued them both to the burlap art canvas. Next, I glued the wood base from the galvanized house to the bottom of the burlap canvas. I used hot glue on the edges to make sure it was attached. Then I arranged the felt letters to spell Home of the Brave on the house, and I used my Cricut weeding tool to carefully attach each letter. Then I used glue on the back of the galvanized letters on the bottom to spell brave, and I left a little bit of the red felt stickers showing. And then after that, I took this scrap red stripe ribbon and I used my hot glue gun to create a simple folded bow, which I glued to the top of the house. This burlap wall art complements the star canvas art beautifully, creating a rustic aesthetic that can enhance any room. The natural texture of the burlap provides a warm, earthy feel, while the stamped stars on the canvas adds a touch of charm to patriotic decorations. For this next project, I used the spatula from the mystery box. I also used Dollar Tree felt sheets, a felt roll, a Dollar Tree fluffy mop pad, twine, and hot glue. So I started by drawing the shape of a patriotic popsicle on a piece of paper, but you can easily download this at simplemadepretty.com for free. And then I divided the shape into 3 equal sections to represent the red, white, and blue layers. And I used the template to cut out 2 identical pieces from each color of felt. And then I assembled the felt layers, laying out the white, the red, and the blue pieces in the correct order. And then I used a hot glue gun, carefully gluing the edges of each section together, ensuring that the colors align properly. I repeated this process for both sides of the bomb pop. And then once both sides were assembled, I placed them together with the colored sections facing each other, and then I glued the edges together, leaving the bottom open to insert the stuffing and the spatula. Then I turned everything right side out and pressing the edges to make sure everything was flat. And then I took the spatula and I just folded this mop pad on top of it and glued it together. And then all I had to do was stick that inside to create the stuffing with a plush, oversized appearance. Then I folded the bottom opening and I secured it with hot glue and used clothespins to secure the closure. And lastly, I wrapped twine around the bottom of the handle, tied it in a bow, and glued it in place. And there you have it, your very own oversized felt patriotic popsicles. This DIY project is not only a creative way to show your patriotic spirit, but also a delightful craft to share with little ones. I enjoyed this DIY so much that I made a set of 3 matching pops. Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm using challenge item number 2, the rubber chicken and the pom-poms from the mystery box. I also used a Dollar Tree fluffy mop pad, red felt, a large wood ball, and twine. So the more I thought about what to do with this chicken, the best idea I had was to just cover it up. I started by wrapping the mop pad around the chicken and using hot glue to attach it with the seam in the back. I left the chicken feet or talons exposed so it can stand upright. Then I took the red felt and folded it to double the thickness, and I kept folding it to create a hat shape. Can you tell where this is going? I wrapped the felt around the fur chicken to create a cone hat, and then I hot glued it together. Then I hot glued the wood ball right under the hat to create a nose, and I glued the hat to the nose as well. Next, I used an embroidery needle to thread twine and sewed red, white, and blue pom-poms together, and then I sewed the bunch to the end of the hat. Lastly, I had a USA felt flag that I made using Dollar Tree items last year, and I glued that to the front of the gnome to make it look like he's holding the flag. And yep, you guessed it, the noisemaker on the chicken is still accessible. In just a few steps, we've created a charming patriotic gnome noisemaker that is sure to delight at any July 4th celebration. This DIY gnome is not only easy and inexpensive, but also a fun decoration to celebrate July 4th. So for this next project, I used the metal rake and the ceramic chicken from the mystery box. I also used burlap ribbon, spray paint, and craft paint. And honestly, the metal rake was more of a challenge item than the rubber chicken, but I made it work in this project. I started by using a hacksaw to remove the handle of the rake, but that was unnecessary, and I ended up bending the handle back and forth until it popped off. Then I used white spray paint to spray the rake end, and I let that dry. After that, I started painting the ceramic chicken with red, white, and blue patterns to create a patriotic chicken. I painted the wings on the side in red with white stripes and blue with stars that really resemble flowers more than stars, but that's okay. Then I found a white metal basket and placed the painted rake inside to resemble a white picket fence with fake grass and the chicken on top. Then I added some Dollar Tree poppets, sparklers, and a fun felt flag with a burlap ribbon bow. I made the bow really quickly by looping two ends together and placing it on top of the basket. Creating this July 4th occasion basket with a patriotic chicken centerpiece is a festive way to celebrate Independence Day. Consider including items like red, white, and blue candies, a small bottle of a favorite summer beverage, patriotic sunglasses, or a festive bandana. In this last project, I used the wood box and star cookie cutter from the mystery box. I also used pattern cardstock and a decorative burlap ribbon. I cut a piece of plaid cardstock to fit inside the shadow box wood frame. Then I used the star cookie cutter to trace a star shape on the plaid cardstock. I cut the star shape in the plaid cardstock and glued it to the wood sign. Then I glued the metal star on top of that. I removed the metal plaque since I no longer needed that. And then I cut some decorative burlap ribbon and glued it to the front of the shadow box frame. This little sign goes perfectly with the other wall art I made, and it's a heartfelt way to showcase your patriotic spirit and add a touch of rustic elegance to your home decor. And here are all of the patriotic decorations I created using these mystery box items. I have them displayed on a picture frame shelf in my home. And I can't believe I survived another mystery box challenge, and I absolutely adore everything I created. I hope you did too. Please let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. And the mystery box challenge continues. Don't forget to jump over to Christina's channel to see what I sent to her, and be sure to watch the loop until you get back to Jamie's video. That's all for now. Bye.